What's up guys, this is Omid and welcome back to today's video. It's 2015, it's a brand new year. So just a few days ago, the start of 2015 just got a little more exciting. Woo! The Coachella lineup came out and I am freaking out. So when I first saw the lineup, I was like, okay, like AC/DC, Jack White, I wish I knew who you were. Drake! I know Drake, I know you Drake. But as I went down the list and I looked through like the little names, I kid you not, I started crying. I literally started crying. Marina and the Diamonds. Do you wanna... Azalea Banks. Florence and the like, literally put some of my favorite performers. As I'm going down the list, I keep seeing more and more people that I really love and I really want to see. So yeah, I originally didn't like the set list, I'll be honest with you. I was like, okay, this is kind of weird. But then as I went through it, and I was like, wait. Okay, I listened to your music, and then I listened to your music, and I listened to your music. I began to freak out. So after seeing this amazing lineup, the only issue I had was that I didn't have tickets. So yesterday I whipped out every single computer I could find in my household, including my iPad and my iPhone. I even called up my cousin Madeline. Madeline was trying to get tickets. Even Madeline's mom was helping us get tickets. So right at 11:59, Coachella Games began and all hell broke loose. The entire world was honestly on standby. Like everyone was literally like on the standby page waiting to magically get through. None of the 5 things I had on got on to anything. But guess what beautiful soul actually got on? Madeline's mom. So, bless your soul, Cynthia, I love you so much. Because of you, I'm going to Coachella. So, with Coachella around the corner, and some of you haven't even been to Coachella, let alone a music festival, I decided to tell you some of my thoughts of Coachella and some tips and some pointers when you're at Coachella. So, I've been to Coachella 2 times now. I went in 2012, and then I went in 2014 this past year. When I say this, I'm being completely honest. I'm not selling anything at Coachella, but I'm gonna tell you what my experience was like. First time I went to Coachella, I heard so many things like, oh, there's so many drugs, there's so much alcohol, it's gross, the people are nasty, people are just going for the trendiness of Coachella, and it's not about the music anymore, and it's just about like being seen there and stuff like that. And I was like, you know what? I've never been to a music festival, and I'm not gonna listen to what everyone else is negatively saying about Coachella. You know what? I'm my own person. I'm gonna experience it for myself. So I decided that year in 2012 that I wanted to go to Coachella, and I got permission from my mom and dad, which is actually at that time very surprising. Kids, if you're worried about asking your parents, just know that I was freaking out and I didn't think I would actually be able to go, but my parents surprisingly let me go. I was actually kind of nervous the first year I went to Coachella. I was worried that I'm gonna get really claustrophobic because I know there's a lot of people there. I thought it would just be really gross and I wouldn't be able to enjoy it. I thought, hey, I'm not gonna like any of this music. I barely know anyone. Especially that year, there was barely anyone that I really knew that was performing. So, of course, I was a little worried about the experience that I was gonna have. But once I got to the Coachella grounds, it was just such a magical experience. Like being in the Coachella grounds is something that I just can't explain. It's just something that you have to be there to understand. It's honestly such a magical place. Everyone's just so happy. Everyone is smiling. Everyone's enjoying the music. Nobody cares what you're doing there. It's almost like your playground. You can run around, you can scream, you can be shirtless, and you almost feel safe there because everyone's just minding their own business. And trust me, when it's done, you're honestly not gonna wanna leave. So now that I've talked about what the feelings are like at Coachella, let's get into some tips and some pointers. Prior to Coachella, make sure your accommodations and everything is set up and organized. Coachella is beautifully placed in one of the hottest places in California, the desert. Make sure to dress for heat. It is going to be so hot when you're at Coachella. If you're planning on bringing sunglasses, make sure not to bring any expensive sunglasses. Take after my experience about my brand new Ray-Bans. Of course, I lost them. Just bring your cheap ones that if you know you're gonna step on them or lose them, then you're better off just bringing cheap sunglasses. Make sure to bring sunscreen. If you want to look like a tomato, I highly suggest you bring sunscreen. Wear comfortable shoes. You're going to be standing the entire time you're at Coachella. I mean, there's places to sit, of course, there's the ground and stuff like that. But if you want good spots and if you want good views of whatever, you're going to be standing for a long period of time. So last year, my friends and I thought, okay, Lana Del Rey is performing. We want to be in the very front. Like, we don't care, we're just gonna wait, whatever, we want to be in the very front and center, to the point where we can even touch her. So my friends and I decided that, hey, you know what, we don't really like anyone that's going on before Lana Del Rey, so why don't we just wait at the stage for however long it's gonna be until she gets on stage. I kid you not, my little feet were standing in the exact same position for 5.5 hours. If you know that you're going to see an artist who has a very loyal fan base, and the majority of the fan base is at Coachella, I highly suggest you don't wait 5.5 hours in the same exact position to be in the very front for your favorite artist. Literally, Lana fans were pushing us. I literally was about to die. Stampede of Lana fans pushed me and my friends up against the railing where the front is, and we're literally getting bombarded by a group of people behind us. And there's honestly nothing you can do at that point. You can't even exit through the back because you're just going to be going through a crowd of people who aren't going to move for anyone. Honestly, if I were to go back, I wish I didn't stay for Lana in the very front because I was literally risking my life and I didn't really even get to enjoy the performance that much. If you know you're not going to be able to enjoy a performance because of your safety, I suggest you don't stand in the front. Make sure to bring a reusable water bottle. I made this mistake both years and I saw so many people bring reusable water bottles, and it's honestly so smart because they have filling stations which are free. Make sure to use the Coachella app and look at the set list and times, schedule who you want to see. So a lot of people wonder, is Coachella for me? Or is music festivals like that for me? Well, coming from someone who has OCD, who's over hygienic, I literally take 2 showers a day. I hate sweat, I hate all that nasty stuff. But once I got to Coachella, I don't know what it is, but when you're at Coachella, you honestly just don't care. You don't care about all the stresses in your life. It's so weird. Like, I would usually be like, ew, I don't want to be near that person, or ew, it smells really bad. And you honestly forget about that stuff, and you just end up having a really amazing time. Honestly, Coachella is an amazing experience, and trust me, I know it's expensive. So what's beautiful about Coachella is that you go to see your favorite artist, and then you get to discover and appreciate new artists. I know some of you who are watching this probably have no relation to this at all because either you're not interested in Coachella, or you can't go for any reason, or you live out of the country. But just know that music is so important, and I think that if you have any opportunity to go to a music festival, it doesn't have to be Coachella, but I think you should take it. If you're going to Coachella and you see me, you better say hi. Friends, just be safe. If you like this video, please like it, comment, subscribe below. Let me know what weekend you're going to if you're going to Coachella, and if you're not, let me know who you would have liked to see. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you next week. Bye!